sit by the old oak tree, watching clouds pass slow, talking about who we'd be someday. Like we already knew. Your hands were small, your dreams were loud. Mine stayed close to home. Funny how life pulled us apart just to bring us back alone. I left this town, but not your name. It stayed like dust on my shoes. We go back to that summer where love felt light and true, before the world told us what growing up would do. Now time's been hard, but here we are, standing in the same old view. Guess all along I was just walking back to you. You talk about the years you missed, I talk about the road. Every city had your shadow, every place felt cold. Now the fields are smaller somehow, but my heart still knows that love we planted long ago still somehow grows. Different lives, familiar eyes, like nothing really changed. We go back to that summer where love felt light and true, before the world told us what growing up would do. Now time's been hard, but here we are, standing in the same old view. Guess all along I was just walking back to you. If we had stayed, would it have lasted? Or did love need space to breathe? We go back to that summer every time you say my name. Some loves don't need forever, just time to find their way. And now I know the truth is simple. After all we've been through, I didn't lose you to the years. I found you. Back to you. Back to you. If you ever knew how often I say your name alone, you'd see how much of you exists in everything I own. I write songs you'll never hear about, nights we never had. I hide my heart behind a smile, pretending I'm not sad. I stand right next to you, but miles away inside. If you ever knew what I never say, how I love you in the quiet, in the safest way. I'd risk it all, but I'm too scared of losing what we grew. So I keep my love unspoken. If you ever knew. You lean on me when you're tired, like I'm your place to land. I wonder if you'd still stay if you knew my hand. I tell myself to let you go, but my heart won't move. Some loves don't need to be returned, just felt and proved. I don't need you to be mine, I just need you near. If you ever knew what I never say, how I love you in the quiet, in the safest way. I'd risk it all, but I'm too scared of losing what we grew. So I keep my love unspoken. If you ever knew, if you ever knew, maybe one day I'll look back and this won't hurt as much. But right now loving you in silence feels like enough. If you ever knew what you meant to me, you'd see the love I hide inside so carefully. I don't need your heart in return, I just need you near. I'll love you quietly forever if you never hear. Some loves live best in silence. There's something in the way you say my name so calm, like it belongs somewhere safe inside your palm. You helped me find my classroom on my very first week. I was lost and overwhelmed, too nervous to speak. You walked beside me slowly, pointing out the signs. And somehow in that moment our steps fell into line. I didn't know a simple kindness could feel like this. Somewhere between us and the sky, my heart began to change in quiet little moments that didn't feel that strange. You never tried to save me or promise something new, but in your steady presence I found myself with you. You stayed late after lecture, explaining what I missed, drawing careful diagrams with that focused twist. Your voice was soft and patient, never made me small. You never made me feel like I was lost at all. And now when I see you laughing across the campus lawn, my heart feels like it's whispering, please don't ever be gone. Somewhere between us and the sky, this feeling learned to grow, not from dramatic stories, but from the things you show. You don't shine the brightest, you don't demand the view, but somehow in the quiet my world feels with you. If someday you look closer and see what I can't hide, I hope you won't step backward. I hope you'll stay beside. I don't need a fairy tale or some grand design, just your steady footsteps falling next to mine. Somewhere between us and the sky, my first love found its place in borrowed notes and open doors, and that soft familiar face. You never meant to change me, you just helped me through. And somewhere in between, I fell for you. Between us and the sky, it started. I don't need a sky of gold or castles shining bright. I just need your quiet voice next to mine at night. People chase 1,000 dreams across a restless sea, but every dream I ever had is sitting here with me. You don't even know the way you shine, like the calm inside a storm of mine. You're my whole little world in the palm of my hands. Just your smile alone is more than I plan. Every morning I wake and I thank the sky above for a simple kind of miracle, that someone like you loves me. You're my whole little world. You fix the things I cannot see when doubts begin to grow. You hold my heart so carefully, like something made of gold. You turn the ordinary days into something bright, just by walking next to me through the fading light. I was searching for a place to stay, then your arms became my safest place. You're my whole little world, every star that I see, all the colors of love spinning softly in me. Every laugh that we share feels like heaven somehow. If forever exists, I'm already there now. dreams could be. If love is a universe, you're the galaxy. Every beat of my heart, every breath that I take, whisper softly each day how lucky I am to love you. You sit beside me every Friday night, talking like I'm the only one. I memorize the way you smile when you say her name in passing just for fun. You say she's just a friend of yours, but your eyes give you away. There's a softness I've been waiting for that only shows when she's on your mind. Live, and I knew before you told me, but I let myself pretend. She has your heart, I can see it in the way you light up when your phone screen starts to glow. She has your heart, and I'm just close enough to watch you let her know. I try to be the one you see, but love doesn't work that way. She has your heart, and I'm the girl who stayed. You lean your head against my shoulder like I'm somewhere safe to land. Tell me things you don't tell her, but I still don't understand. If I'm the one you run to when you're feeling unsure, why does she get all your courage while I get what's left of you? Maybe I was never meant to win, just meant to understand. She has your heart, it's written in your every move, and the silence after her name. She has your heart, and there's nothing I can do to make you feel the same. Could give you everything, but love won't rearrange. She has your heart, and I'm the girl who changed. Soft to answer when you call, I'll still laugh at all your jokes, but someday I'll learn to let you go and love someone who looks at me the way you look at her. You always leave right after class, head down walking fast, like you got somewhere else to be, far from me. I gather up my scattered notes, pretend I'm not that close, but somehow we end up side by side at the door. You say, hey, how'd you do? Like it's nothing new, but I replay those two small words the whole afternoon. Maybe we could get coffee after class, talk about nothing, let the moment pass. I don't need fireworks in the sky, just your shy smile and your quiet replies. You don't even know what you do to me. You're just a simple boy on campus, but you feel like destiny. You wear that faded denim jacket like you've had it for years. You laugh a little softer when you're hiding nerves or fears. You help the freshman find her room. You carry someone's books. You don't try to impress, but you've got that look, the kind that makes my heart forget its steady pace, the kind that makes a normal day feel like a better place. Maybe it's too early to call this love, but something's growing quietly, and it's enough. Maybe we could get coffee after class, sit by the window, let the daylight pass. I don't need a perfect plan, just your hand brushing mine by chance. You don't even know what you do to me. You're just a simple boy on campus, but you're my favorite memory. If you ever ask me what I'm smiling for, I might just say nothing and hope you ask once more. Maybe we could get coffee after class. Maybe this feeling might finally last. I don't need a fairy tale or some big romantic scene. You're just a simple boy on campus, and you're my first everything. Coffee after class, that's all I ask. When you walk in, the room feels different, like sunlight finding place it belongs. You don't even notice the way I freeze, try to act normal, like this is easy. You sit 2 chairs away, but it feels too close. I forget the lecture, forget my notes. Your voice is steady, low and calm, and somehow it wraps around my heart. When you walk in, my world slows down. Every ordinary moment feels like it's profound. I've never felt this kind of spark, so soft, so new. You don't try to be a hero, but somehow you do. You hold the door, you wait your turn, you listen more than you speak in return. There's something gentle in the way you stand, like you'd never break what you hold in your hands. When you walk in, I lose my ground. Butterflies everywhere without a sound. I've never been the kind to fall so soon, but here I am, falling for you. You fall day, you look at me the way I look at you. I don't think my heart would know what to do. I don't need promises or grand romance, just maybe sit beside me and give this love a chance. When you walk in, the whole world shines, like maybe this first love was waiting for its time. You're just a simple boy with honest eyes so blue, and I think my heart just found you. When you walk in, I fall again. Some girls dream of diamond rings or castles by the sea, but every dream I ever had is sitting next to me. You hold my hand like it's a promise, soft but strong and true, and suddenly the world feels calm every time I look at you. I don't need a sky full of stars tonight, when your eyes already shine that bright. You are enough for my heart, more than 1,000 stars, more than the dreams I from the start. You turned my whole life into art. And every breath I take, every smile I make is thankful love because of you. You are enough for my heart. They shook hands across a table while I stared at my shoes, talking about our future like it was theirs to choose. You sat there looking careful, like you didn't want to break. Two families building something neither of us could make. My name is on the paper, but my heart was never there. They call it love and promise, but love should feel like air. I'm standing in a moment that doesn't feel like mine. Smiling for the cameras, signed without my heart inside. You're gentle when you speak to me, like you understand that we're both just passengers in someone else's plan. I wonder if you lie awake, staring at the ceiling too, thinking about a different life that never included you. If I could write a letter to the girl I used to be, I'd tell her love is something you're allowed to feel freely, not something handed over like a family heirloom ring, not something you agree to just to keep the peace. My name is on the paper, but my heart was never there. They call it love and promise, but love should feel like air. I'm walking down an aisle, losing pieces of myself, holding someone's future while putting mine on the shelf. Quiet ending, maybe you deserve a love that doesn't have to try. Maybe I deserve a love that doesn't have to lie. We signed our names together, but never signed our hearts. We were coffee cups and cold sunsets, sharing dreams we never planned. You said forever like you meant it, with my fingers in your hand. We talked about leaving this town, running somewhere warm and free. Funny how we made those promises like they were guaranteed. I still remember how it felt when loving you was all I had. We were almost everything, almost perfect, almost right, almost growing old together, almost staying every night. We were words we never said, a love that couldn't quite begin. Yeah, we were almost everything. You moved on quicker than I thought. I stayed back, learning how to breathe. They say timing's just a number, but it meant the world to me. I see your face in passing cars and songs playing down the street. Guess some loves don't disappear, they just learn how to be incomplete. I don't blame you, don't blame me. We just met at the wrong scene. We were almost everything, almost perfect, almost right, almost growing old together, almost staying every night. We were words we never said, a love that couldn't quite begin. Yeah, we were almost everything. If I could rewind the clock, I'd say the things I kept inside. But loving you was learning how to let go, not hold tight. We were almost everything in another time or place, almost holding on to something that the world wouldn't erase. Now you're someone I still miss, but never call again. Yeah, we were almost everything. Some love stays soft and unfinished, but that doesn't mean they weren't real. You used to wave from your front porch every time I rode by. I carried your smile all the way home like it was mine. We talked about leaving this town like it was guaranteed, but life had plans we didn't see at 17. Years passed fast, we changed a lot, but something stayed the same. It's still you when the night gets quiet, still you in every small town street, still you in the songs we loved, playing soft and incomplete. We grew up, we broke apart, learned what love can do, but every road I've ever walked still leads me back to you. You came back for the harvest fair, I barely recognized your face. Older eyes, familiar smile, time couldn't erase. We laughed about the kids we were and everything we lost. Funny how the best things in life come at a cost. I thought I'd buried you in time. Turns out you never left my mind. It's still you when the night gets quiet, still you in every small town street, still you in the songs we love, playing soft and incomplete. We grew up, we broke apart, learned what love can do, but every road I've ever walked still leads me back to you. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just waits till you're ready to see it clear. It's still you, after all these years, still you. Through the doubt and fear we weren't wrong, just young and new. Now we know what love can do. If I ever choose a truth, it's still you. Yeah, it's always been you. You held the door when I was late, smiled like it was fate, said you're fine, don't worry, when I couldn't think straight. You lent your jacket once when the lecture hall was cold. You didn't make it awkward, you just let it fold around my shaking shoulders, like you'd done it all before. But somehow my heart was racing more and more. You stayed after class to explain a chapter I didn't get, drew little stars beside the lines so I wouldn't forget. You don't speak in poetry or try to impress, but there's something in your kindness that makes my chest feel pressed. It's in the smallest ways you make me feel this way, not with grand confessions, but what you do and say. You don't even know it, how deeply it moves. You think you're just being helpful, but I run for you, for you. I've never felt this nervous, just hearing someone's name. Never smiled this foolish at something so plain. You don't need spotlight or some dramatic view. You just show up quietly, and somehow that's new. Maybe first love isn't loud, maybe it's this soft. It's in the smallest ways you steady every fear, turning ordinary moments into something dear. keep falling for you. My heart would know quite how to stay this calm or act this cool, and all I want is you. It's in the smallest ways you change my world somehow without even trying. First time was in September. I dropped my books in the rain. You knelt down without a word, helped me gather them again. You said it happens all the time, like it was no big deal. But my hands were shaking more than they should feel. You walked me to the hallway, made sure I was okay. Somehow that small moment never really went away. You always show up when I need you most, like you're some quiet miracle no one else would notice. You don't try to be a hero, you just do what you do. But every time you save me, I fall a little more for you. The second time was finals week. My laptop wouldn't start. I almost cried right there, panic in my heart. You sat beside me patiently, said let's figure this out. And somehow your calm voice silenced all my doubt. Stayed until it worked again, even missed your bus. And it's just someone steady, showing up on time. You always show up in the simplest ways, holding doors and holding space on my hardest days. You don't even see it, the way my heartbeat moves. You think you're just being kind, but I'm falling for you. First love feels like safety, wrapped in gentle hands. And maybe I've already found the best kind of man. I don't need dramatic scenes or roses in the hall. You just kneel down in the rain, and somehow that's it all. You always show up, and maybe that's enough. Not with shining armor, just steady, quiet love. You don't have to promise or try to prove it true. You just keep being you, and I'll keep falling for you. You always show up, so does my heart. I knew the second that I saw you standing in the rain. You smiled like you had secrets you weren't ready to explain. We stayed up talking till 2 a.m. and like nothing else was real. You held my hand like you meant it, but not the way I feel. I was almost yours, almost the one you chose. Close enough to feel it, but never close enough. And one night you said her name, and everything went still. You didn't see the way it hurt, you didn't know it would. You showed me pictures on your phone, like I was just a friend. And every what do you think of her felt like the bitter end. Confession break, I would have crossed the distance, I would have stayed through storms, but you were busy building a future where I don't belong. I was almost yours, almost your midnight call, almost the girl you held when you felt small, almost the love you needed, but not the one you keep. I was almost yours, and that's what's killing me. Hope she loves you the way I never got to. the third row window seat, sunlight falling at your feet. Messy hair, worn out shoes, blue shirt like the sky in June. You don't even try too hard, you just laugh and guard your heart. Talking about some random things, like you don't know it makes mine spin. I've never been this nervous before. Walking past your classroom door, why does my heart beat sound so loud whenever you're around? Is this what first love feels like? Blushing every time you smile, for no reason at all. I lose track of time when you look my way. The world goes quiet and sweet. You're just a simple boy in college, but you're everything to me. Carry books against your chest like you're holding something precious. You help that girl pick up her pen and say it's fine like a gentleman. You don't know I memorized the way your eyebrows slightly rise when you're focused, when you think, when you pause before you speak. I pretend I'm not watching you, but I always do. Is this what first love feels like? Smiling at my phone alone, replaying every little word like it's written in stone. When you say my name, I forget what to say next. You're just a simple boy in college, but you're my favorite text. Maybe I'm just overthinking, maybe it's too soon, but every time you pass me by, it feels like April in June. I don't need a grand romance or fireworks above. Just maybe sit beside me and let this be my first love. Maybe this is first love, shy and incomplete, butterflies and trembling hands. Every time we meet, you don't have to be perfect or someone from a dream. You're just a simple boy in college, and you're everything to me. Third row window seat, and my heart skips quietly. I know the sound of your footsteps before you walk in the room. I pretend it's just coincidence, but my heart knows you too soon. You talk about your dreams out loud, I listen like I always do. You don't notice how every plan somehow leads back to you. I keep my feelings soft and small, so you won't see them fall. I'm quietly yours in ways you'll never know. I show it in the pauses, in the things I never show. I smile, I stay, I play my role like I'm not breaking through. I'm quietly yours, but you belong to someone new. You ask me if I'm seeing someone, I laugh and change the tone. I tell you I'm just taking time, learning how to be alone. You say I'm such a safe place, I nod like that's okay, not knowing every time you leave I fall apart halfway. Loving you without a sound is the hardest thing I've found. I'm quietly yours, even ways you'll never know. I show it in the pauses, in the things I never show. I smile, I stay, I play my role like I'm not breaking through. I'm quietly yours, but you belong to someone new. Maybe loving you like this is the only way I can. I'd rather lose my chance with you than lose you as a friend. I'm quietly yours, even if I never say. Some feelings aren't meant to be heard, they're meant to fade away. If you ever feel alone and wonder who was true, just know I loved you quietly, and that was all I could do. You say her name like it's a secret, but it shines in your eyes. I try to laugh like it's nothing, while something in me dies. You tell me she's complicated, like I should understand, and I nod like I'm just your friend while clenching both my hands. I've been standing in the same room, but never in your view. It's the way you look at her, like she's everything you need, like the world stops turning when she starts to speak. I've tried to be enough, but love isn't a race. You already chose before I knew my place. You lean on me when she's distant, you call me late at night. I hold the pieces of your heart while she holds a lie. You say I'm easy to talk to, that I just get you, but I give up understanding if it meant you love me too. I keep playing strong, but I'm breaking quietly. It's the way you look at her, like she's written in your fate, like no matter what she does, you're willing to wait. I'm right here beside you, but somehow out of frame. night sky, wonder where my heart would lie. Days would pass like drifting clouds, soft and slow but feeling loud. Then you came without a sound, turned my whole world upside down. Now the little things you do feel like dreams that all came true. Every road I walked alone before feels like it was leading to your door. All I need is you tonight. You're the star in my sky. Every dream I hold inside feels alive when you're by my side. All I need is you somehow, here and always now. In this world so big and wide, you're my home, my light, my guide. All I need is you. Morning coffee tastes so sweet when your laughter fills the street. Even rainy afternoons feel like quiet honeymoon. You don't know the way you shine, like a soft and steady light. But every time you hold my hand, everything just feels so right. Maybe love is simple after all, just two hearts when one begins to fall. All I need is you tonight. You're the star in my sky. Every dream I hold inside feels alive when you're by my side. All I need is you somehow, here and always now. In this world so big and wide, you're my home, my light, my guide. All I need is you. If tomorrow fades away and the seasons start to change, I will still be standing here, calling softly out your name. All I need is you tonight. You're the star in my sky. Every heartbeat in my chest whispers that I'm truly blessed. All I need is you somehow, here and always now. In this world so big and wide, you're my home, my light, my guide. at stars from your backyard, lying on the grass at night. You said the world was way too big. I said we'd be alright. Fireflies and borrowed dreams written in the dark. I didn't know I'd carry you this far inside my heart. Time moved on, but somehow still you feel like home to me. Same stars, different years, same love, new fears. We were kids with open hearts. Now we're learning how to heal. We chased time, we lost our way, but love stayed through the years. Same stars shining over us, just a little clearer. You left town chasing brighter lights. I stayed a while too long. Different roads, the same old songs, still playing when you're gone. Now we meet like strangers do, careful with our hands, but every silence between us feels like it understands. Pre-grew up, we broke apart, but never said goodbye. Same stars, different years, same love, new fears. We were kids with open hearts. Now we're learning how to heal. We chased time, we lost our way, but love stayed through the years. Same stars shining over us, just a little clearer. If love had known what we'd become, maybe it would have waited too. But some things grow in quiet ways, like me loving you. Same stars, different years, older hearts, honest tears. We don't promise what we can't keep, we just stay while we're here. And if this is where it ends or starts, I'm not afraid. We learn how to love again in a different way. Same stars, still you. I used to think love was a story people told in songs and movies, something distant in the sky, like a dream just passing by. Then you walked into my life with your quiet, patient smile. Now the little things you do feel like magic shining through. Every moment with you feels so true, like the world finally led me to you. I'm lucky to love you, lucky to stay, lucky that somehow you came my way. Out of the millions of hearts in this world, you chose this simple girl. I'm lucky songs I always sing. Oh, the way I laugh too loud when you're joking in a crowd. You don't try to change my ways, you just love me as I am. And somehow that simple truth makes me stronger loving you. I was searching for a place to belong, then your arms felt like home all along. I'm lucky to love you, lucky to stay, lucky that heaven sent you my way. Out of the millions of dreams in this world, you chose this ordinary girl. I'm lucky to love you more every day. If someday the lights grow dim and time begins to run, I'll still be smiling quietly for every day we've won. I'm lucky to love you, lucky it's true. If life is a beautiful song, then every verse is you. I'm lucky to love you. I'm lucky to love you. They set the table for the future before I learned to stand. Told me love would come with comfort and a steady, careful plan. You were standing by my side with a smile that didn't bend. We both knew what this was, but we played pretend. There's a picture on the hallway wall of promises we didn't make, and every time I walk past it, I feel my own heart ache. This is the life they chose for me, safe and quiet, guaranteed. A house with painted shutters and a love that doesn't breathe. I'm holding someone's hand while wishing it was free, living in the life they chose instead of choosing me. You're kind in all the right ways, you never raise your voice, but kindness isn't love, and love should be a choice. I try to build a feeling from the pieces we've been given, but hearts don't grow in cages, even if it's well-intentioned. We talk about tomorrow like it's something we both want, but silence in between us says it's something that we don't. This is the life they chose for me, safe and quiet, guaranteed. A ring that fits my finger, but not the heart in me. I'm standing out of choosing me. Maybe love can learn to stay even if it's taught, but every time I close my eyes, you're not the one I want. This is the life they chose for me, but I'm learning how to see that love without a heartbeat is just responsibility. And I don't want forever if forever isn't free. I don't want the life they chose. I wanna choose me. For once, I wanna choose me. They say love grows with time, if you just let it. We sit on opposite sides of hope, trying not to break. Two good hearts in a careful room, making small mistakes. They tell us we're so lucky to have this all arranged, but lucky shouldn't feel like something strange. If this is love, why does it feel rehearsed? Why does every I love you sound carefully rehearsed? If this is right, why do I feel alone, standing next to someone who feels like home, but isn't? Silence hesitates. We're not bad people, we're just scared to choose between breaking their hearts or breaking ours in two. Maybe love can grow, maybe it just needs time, but love shouldn't feel like crossing a line. If this is love, why does it hurt this calm? Why does holding your hand feel like holding on? If this is fate, why do I want to run? Why does forever feel like it's already done? If this is love, why can't I breathe? Why does yes feel like leaving me? If this is love, why doesn't it feel free? I know the way your voice changes when you talk about her. It gets softer, almost careful, like she's something you don't wanna hurt. You sit across from me at midnight, telling me your fears. I hold the weight of everything she never gets to hear. I'm the safe side of your story, but not the one you choose. I'm just a borrowed place you rest your heart inside, a temporary shelter while you're waiting for her light. I'm close enough to touch you, but never close enough to stay. I'm just the girl you run to when she's too far away. You say I'm easy to be with, that I calm you down, but easy isn't passion, and calm isn't what you found. I see it in your silence when her name appears, the way your whole world shifts and disappears. I keep pretending I don't notice how I'm second in your mind. I'm just a borrowed place you keep between the lines, a quiet conversation you leave behind. I'd give you all my pieces if that would make you stay, but hearts don't change direction just because we thank her for never being here, 'cause without her distance you wouldn't need me near. But I don't wanna be the almost or the in-between. I don't want your leftovers of what you couldn't keep. I'm done being a borrowed place for love that isn't mine. I deserve a fire, not a waiting line. So I'll step out of your shadow, even if it breaks, 'cause someday someone's gonna choose me, not just need me. Yours, just convenient. I used to walk through quiet streets with empty songs inside of me. The sky was blue but felt like gray before you slowly found your way. You smiled like morning after rain, a gentle warmth I can't explain. Now every step feels light somehow, because your hand is in mine now. I never knew how bright the world could be until your heart opened its door to me. You color my days in 1,000 little ways, and like sunlight dancing on the sea, you're everything to me. When life color my days. You laugh at things I barely say and chase my quiet fears away. You see the girl I try to hide and love the heart I keep inside. You never promised perfect skies, but still you're there when darkness tries to steal the hope I'm holding tight. You turn my shadows into light. If love is written somewhere in the stars, then every line was leading to your heart. You color my days in 1,000 gentle ways, like golden light across the sea. You're all I'll ever need when everything feels gray. You paint the sky again. My lonely world was blue until it turned to you. You color my days. Maybe I'm not the perfect girl, maybe my dreams are small, but loving you feels like enough, like I finally have it all. You color my days like summer after rain. Every heartbeat softly says I'm lucky every day. My whole world feels brand new because my world is you. You color my days. They wrote our names together before we learned to write. Said we'd look good in wedding photos under borrowed lights. We grew up side by side like it was destiny. But destiny feels different when it isn't free. Between our names there's a quiet space where love should be, but isn't there. Your mother calls me future like it's already done. My father shakes your hand like he's already won. We smile for all the guests, we play our parts so well. But if you look into my eyes, you'll see I never fell. Between our names there's a quiet space where love should be, but isn't there. If we had met as strangers, would we have stayed? Or are we only here because we're afraid? between our names, there's still space.